What is up, guys? It's Jigsaw Man 1000. Oh man, today has just been one of those terrible days. I started out this morning going to a job fair expo that my school, my university, had been putting on for current graduate job seekers. I will be graduating with my BFA this coming May, and I have currently been unemployed since December, around Christmas. I did a UPS seasonal hire work, and it only lasted a couple of months because I wasn't hired on part-time or full-time. I was just hired on as a seasonal employee. And after the peak season's over, they usually just let you go. So I've been having a difficult time trying to find any type of employment. Since December, I've had like zero luck. I don't know why. I mean, I have great references. I have a really good resume put together, and I think I do quite well on my interviews, but I never get any callbacks afterwards. So it's really been kind of a disheartening feeling knowing that you can't get employed anywhere. And I don't know if the economy is just in that bad a shape, or people just really aren't hiring at this time and point. But it sucks. I've been 3 months without a job. I can't file unemployment, nor do I want to. And it just, I don't know, it's just disheartening. I feel like I'm going to have to possibly put up my car or bike, possibly both, just to catch up on bills that I'm behind on and things like that. So really just trying to keep my head above ground, try to keep my spirits positive, and hopefully something falls through for me. And I'm hoping that one of the 16 places that I've applied for in the last 3 months gives me a shout back. My employment background is close to not all retail. I'm 27. Just turned 27, and all I've ever known is retail and sales. That's what I've been doing since I was 16. Trying to, I've applied for, multiple assistant and management positions that are supposedly open for hire. And I've had one interview that required you to go through 3 actual interviews before you were successfully hired, which is another thing that I don't get. I don't get why companies nowadays are doing like tons and tons of interviews per applicant. They're making one applicant go through like 4 different interviews, whether it's like a store manager, then you have to go through a district manager and then a regional manager and all kinds of just bullshit. It's like, if 1 to 2 interviews isn't enough to say, okay, this person is well qualified to do this job, I don't understand why they have to go through like 3 or 4 interviews just to say, okay, you're hired, welcome to the team, or whatever. And it's just kind of, I don't know, it's kind of confusing to me. It really sucks because during this process of waiting for anybody to call me back, I've had 2 interviews with one company, a wireless sales company. Had 2 interviews. I had one with the store manager. He was really cool. Said he'd love to have me on board, but I had to go through the second interview with the district manager, and I went through that as well, and that was in December. It's now April. I don't know, guys, you tell me. It doesn't seem like I want to get that job. While I was waiting for word back whether or not I'd make it to the next interview and such, I could have applied to even more jobs, but after you make it through 2 interviews, you kind of feel positive about your chance of getting the job, and then you don't have any callbacks after that. So that's kind of like, it's kind of a big bum letdown, you know. And I don't know, it's one reason I haven't been motovlogging much is because I've just been so focused on filling out applications left and right, trying to get my foot in the door somewhere. At this point, you know, I'm willing to shovel animal shit as long as it's a consistent paycheck. You know, I have my motorcycle that I love dearly that I really don't want to have to put up for sale, all because nobody wants to give me a chance in getting hired. You know, I have no criminal history. I have perfect references from previous employer managers, you know, that are friends of mine. They more than be glad to stick their necks out for me. But I don't know. I don't know where I've gone wrong, and I want to know if anybody else out there has been having problems getting hired to jobs they applied for, and you know, if they can give me some advice to what I should do about the situation. You know, this is in the state of West Virginia, it's kind of a poor state. There's not a lot of good pay opportunities aside from coal mining and gas and oil rigs, which is, you know, something I'm not wanting to do with my life. You know, I like sales. I like communicating with people on a daily basis, and that's all I've known. You know, I have no problems talking to people. I love being outgoing. Trying to help people find things, give them information on stuff that they didn't know, and you know, I've just always been that type of outgoing person. I like to help people. I'm very money driven. Wherever there's money to be made, I'm willing to do the work. I'm never late for any of my jobs. I've always been on time, even early. Never called in sick, even though I've wanted to. And I've always respected and taken my jobs that I've had in life seriously, and I don't know, guys, it's just a real letdown to know that, you know, the American economy is still in a bad rut, that many people out there, not even just me, you know, we can't find jobs, and, you know, we're well-educated people. You know, I'll be graduating with my BFA, and I don't want to be one of these college students who has to pay back all their student loans the minute they graduate, because that's what the student loan companies do. You know, is the minute that you graduate and they find out, they will be sending you those bill payments. And I don't want to be one of these people that graduate and fall into an in-debt pit, you know, stacked up bills and debt that I can't pay off because I'm unemployed. And it just seems like there's more high school dropouts out here nowadays that are making really good money, as opposed to well-educated folks who have college degrees, master's degrees, PhDs, that can't find any work. You know, it's just a big letdown. And even for veterans out there, you know, there's so many veterans that come back from their tours or whatever, and they can't find employment anywhere, and it just sucks. I really wish they... Oh man, I don't know, I really wish there was something you could do about all that. Maybe one of these days the employment in this country will pick up, but I don't see it happening anytime soon. My only advice is to anybody out there, if you have a job that you hate, don't complain about it. It is a job. You're getting a paycheck. Even if it's shitty pay, you have something. I mean, I know I'm not in the worst shape by all means. I have a roof over my head. I have a car. I have a wonderful bike. But, you know, I don't want to lose these things because I can't find a job or anything. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. This was more or less a rant and a bitch fest, really, which I hate to do, but I just had to get it off my shoulders, so I figured I'd blog about it. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna do what I usually do when I got a lot of things on my mind and stuff that's weighing down on me. I usually just hop on my bike, take a ride, and think about life and contemplate things, you know, what I want to do with my life, where I want to go in my future. And that's one good thing I love about being on your bike. You know, you can just get out, be free, and think about things. So, but I guess that's all, guys. I'm gonna hit the streets, break a few traffic laws, all sorts of things. But so then, folks, I'll see you guys next time.